Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's go one by one. Arrive at least 15 minutes before each class. Arrive 45 minutes. If it's the first day, you need to arrange everything in your class. So, normal recommendation is arrive at least 45 minutes early on the first day of the class. Ensure appropriate ambience for participants to perform the practice. See, what is proper ambience? So we have to create a proper ambience. So the yoga hall or the yoga studio, it should be clean, without any dust, room freshener. You can burn essence sticks. You can burn the candles at the four corners of the yoga studio, or essence sticks, or a room freshener. The yoga studio should be nice, clean, washed every day so there is no dust. If it's your own studio, then you have to appoint a guy or girl who will take care of the yoga studio. She or he should be wipe the floor. The floor should not be dusty. The studio should not smell bad. So essence sticks, room freshener, and so on. So that is what the third point is. Ensure appropriate ambience to perform practice. The next point is welcome participants into the space and introduce yourself. So the participants are new, you will welcome them, you will get the form done, application form, all the formalities of the admission and the class. You will introduce your colleagues, your teammates, other practitioners, and so on. So that was the fourth point. Next point is inform participants about logistic. Put up any sign about turning off cell phones, directions, restrooms, and so on. So if the student is new to your studio, you will give some common instructions. Put off your cell phone or keep it on the vibration mode. Students may require the restroom, to the changing room or the restroom or the loo room, washroom, toilet, and so on. So you have to give some directions, or you can assign the board. Okay, the restroom is on this side, the washroom is on the left side, the props on the right corner, the props are on the left corner, and so on. During class, position yourself so that participants can see you and you can see them during the class. Now the next point, during the class, position yourself. So what is here? It is nothing but the formation. Formation of the class. Can you see the whiteboard?
Yes.
Yes. So the formation of the class.
So, have you already written anything? No?
Yes, I have written 2 lines. Teaching methodology, formation of the class. I can.
Okay. I think I also can't see at the iPad.
Okay, I'll log out
Only
and
the
I'll
computer can see
log out
maybe.
and again log in with the whiteboard. No, only two participants I can see. Yap and T I can see. They are able to see the whiteboard. Yes. Okay. The formation of the class. Now the formation of the class, it can be a square formation. Like for example, I will draw something over here. Square formation. Can you see the square? I'm sorry about my drawing. Now the square formation, one student
Okay.
one student is here on the right corner, one student is on the left corner, one student is on the third corner, and one student is on the fourth corner. Now this is the square formation. Now teacher, you are in the center. You are in the center so that everyone can see what is the demonstration. So when you are demonstrating any asana or sun salutation, students can see you. So this is the square formation of the class. Your class can be a triangle formation. Triangle formation. So teacher is here, standing here, and student is standing on the two corners. So teacher can see both the students and students can see the teacher. Triangle formation. It can be circular formation, circle formation. Teacher is in the center and students' mat are facing to the teacher. Can you feel
Master Conti,
Yes.
for the triangle, where is the teacher?
Teacher can see, this is the triangle formation. Teacher is in the front of the class. This is the mirror. Teacher is here and student is here.
Okay.
So the triangle formation is like a zigzag formation. So zigzag formation. So zigzag. So this is the triangle formation, I will say. Okay. One student is here, the other student is here. One student is here, the other student is here. One student is here, the other student is here. Can you see it now, Esther?
Yes, I can see the drawing.
Yes, you can see the drawing. Now this is the triangle formation. Now the teacher is here on the first side. The teacher is standing here. So every student can see the teacher when you are in a triangle formation. It can be circle formation where teacher is in the center and student's mat is facing towards the teacher. It can be square formation where students are sitting in the four corners of the square and the teacher is in the center. So this was the next point. During class, position yourself so that participants can see you and you can see the participants during the class. So it can be square, it can be triangle, it can be circular, or it can be parallel. It can be parallel. So what is parallel? This is the parallel. Parallel formation is student facing inward. Students' mats are facing inward. Students' mats are facing inward and teacher is in the center. Parallel formation. It can be a star formation as well, pentagon. Like your class will look like a star from the top. So students are standing in a pentagon shape. And teacher is in the center. Now when you are taking this formation into consideration, your class will look very beautiful. Yes. The class will not look good if one student is standing here, the other is standing here, the other is standing here, the other is standing here. So the class will not look good in the camera if students are segregated or scattered everywhere. So there should be a formation, proper formation should be there. And what is that formation? Circle, square, rectangle, parallel, triangle, and so on. Did you got this point?
Yes.
The reason is your class will look good if you are planning to record the class. So formation of the class, triangle, circle, square, pentagon, parallel, it can be any formation to look your class good if you are recording. This was the point, sixth point. The next point is assist your participants with the props and provide support when required. So in a studio there are certain props which are there. If the props are not available, you have to make them available. So what are those common props? Blocks, bolster, chair, strap. Of course, some students will come without mats. So mats, blocks, bolster, chair, strap, cushion, ropes or straps. So these are the common props which are used during the practice. Mats, blocks, bolster, chair, strap, cushion, ropes, and so on. So we have to assist them with those props. So these props should be arranged at the beginning of the class. That is why the first point, come 15 minutes early. So now when you know today that there are 3 students or 10 students, so you will arrange the 10 mats, you will arrange the 10 props. It can be blocks, it can be yoga mat, it can be strap and cushion and so on. So you keep the props close to the mat, and then the student's responsibility is to keep it back to the place after the class. So there is a give and take relationship. I give you the props, you give me back at my place. During the class. So that was the point. Assist participants with prop and provide support when needed. Yes, point clear. Then plan routines, choose appropriate music, choose different movements for each set of muscles depending on participants' capabilities and limitations. Understand, this is not your personal practice. Your personal practice is different from your students' level of practice. So your level of practice is different from your students' level of practice. So you know your body, you know your mind. So like I said on the very first day, union at both level, individual level and universal level. Now for time being, your students are your universe. Okay, now this is the time you have to understand your universe. This is the time you have to understand your students. So if you can perform 108 sun salutations on one go, that doesn't mean that your students will also perform with you 108. So we have to understand the students' limitation. You have to understand the students' capabilities, and accordingly you will design the class. Okay, for example, Monday Monday I will start the class. So on first day I will give some loosening exercise from head to toe. Tuesday I will do hands. Wednesday I will do legs. Thursday I will do hip openers. Friday I will do for spine. So every day I will take some different movements for the each set of muscles. So like I go to gym, if you go to gym, on gym you focus on your chest Monday. On the other day you focus on your arms. On the other day you focus on your legs. So in same way you can design your class yoga practice in such a way that different movements for each set of muscles or each set of organs. So one day you will focus on your arms, the other day you will focus on your legs, the other day you can focus on your spine, the other day you can go with the hip openers, and so on. So that is the point. It says plan your routines. Plan your routines. Choose appropriate music, soft music. You can play a soft music at the background as a background score. And choose different movements for each set of muscles. That means one day you can do the standing, one day you can do the sitting, one day you can do the supine, one day you can do the prone, one day you can just focus on the sun salutation, and so on. Now this is completely, planning a routine will differ from teacher to teacher. Like I said long back, every finger is different. Every finger is different. Like if this fellow is a Michael Jackson, Jennifer Lopez, Shakira, and so on, Conti, and so on. So everyone is different from each other. So Michael Jackson cannot perform twerking as Jennifer does. Jennifer cannot do the moonwalk as Michael Jackson does. So every routine is different. So Yap may find a different routine than a T. a tea's routine is different than Easter. So everyone have their own perceptions. So planning a routine will differ from teacher to teacher. But that planning should be in capability of your students. So YAP can do all the inversions, but it is not compulsory to do. All the students will do the inversions as YAP is doing. Okay, YAP is being practicing for so many days now, but the students practice level of practice will be different from YAP. Okay, so according to the students capacity, according to the students limitations, YAP will design the class. So designing of the routine will differ from student to student, teacher to teacher. Now when students are practicing with you, you are aware that she is not comfortable in inversion, she is not comfortable with core imbalance. So accordingly, you have to make them sure that they will reach that asanas and so on. So that was the point. Plan routines, choose appropriate music, and choose different movements for each set of muscles depending upon the participants' capabilities and limitations. Yes. Now some students, they will be not comfortable in the mantra chanting. So make it universal. Make it universal. So for example, if your students are not comfortable with Om chanting, go with some positive vibes, positive thoughts. Start your class with positive thoughts. I will live my life more peacefully, more joyfully. So any positive thought, instead of going with the universal prayer, you can start the class with some positive thoughts, positive vibrations. So that is the point. Preferably begin the class with the universal prayer and end with the peace prayer. Please refer to the chanting topics. So we have done so many chantings, almost 3 to 4 chantings we have done. There are altogether 21 mantras in the manual. Those are just for references. We cannot complete all the 21, but the main mantras we have taken, like Patanjali mantra, Lord Ganesha mantra, Lord Shiva mantra we have done, and the rest Om chanting we have done. So 4 chanting mantras we have done. Some of them are very small mantras like Om Namah Shivaya. So Lord Shiva mantra is there, just where there are only 3 words. Om Namah Shivaya. So we are saluting Lord Shiva. And there are some more mantras. You can go through all those 21 mantras. If your students are not comfortable with mantras, go with some universal practice. Yes, that was the point. Monitor yoga level and requirements of all participants and design the class according to the individual needs. Yes, this is the point which I discussed just now, that it is fully dependent upon the limitation of the student's level of practice. So what we have to do is, we have to get down into the shoe of the student. So for example, I know I can perform 108 sun salutations. I know I can perform headstand. I know I can perform the core balances, or crow pose, or crane pose, or any advanced poses. But that doesn't mean that students will also perform with you. So according to that, this is the point. Monitor the yoga level, the practice of level, and accordingly design the class. So for example, if student is able to reach only 30 degree forward bending, only he can go up to 30 degree. Go up to 30 degree today, first week. The day will come, student will lean up to 90 degree. So today on the first week, go up to 30, just 30 degree, then 60 degree, then 90 degree, then 120 degree. And the day will come, students will be able to reach their nose to the knee. So it is not compulsory to reach on the very first day. So you will not ask your students to reach, okay students, let's go for Padahastasana on the very first day. So some students will not be able to reach their nose to the knee on the very first day. So do not force your student. Understand the level of practice, and day by day they will activate their muscles. Okay, now Yap can go for full dancer's pose, so she can go a split of 180 degree, but I cannot go up to 180 degree. So every body is different, so we have to understand the level of practice, and accordingly you have to design the class as per the individual need. So this is what is the point: monitor yoga level and requirement of all participants, and accordingly design classes to suit individual need. Okay, now this will be a very challenging point. This point: monitor yoga level and requirement of participants and design the class according to the individual need. Now suppose there are 10 students. Out of that 10 students, 5 are very flexible. Two are fatty like Conti. 2 are stiff. 1 is lazy. Now there are 10 students, 5 are flexible, 2 are fat boys, 2 are stiff, 1 is lazy. Now we have to understand the 10 students at a point. So we have to design in such a way that the 5 students who are more flexible, they will not get bored, because Conti is teaching easy asanas and so on. Okay, so we have to design a class in such a way that, for example, if I teach only one asana where 5 students are more comfortable, like for example I will say dancer's pose. I want to teach a dancer's pose. Now these 5 students are comfortable with dancer's pose, but the 2 fat boys, 2 stiff boys and the 1 lazy boy, they are not comfortable with dancer's pose. So what I'm gonna do is, I will ask the 5 flexible students to hold the asana for 10 breaths. To the fat boy, I will ask him to hold the asana for 5 breaths. To lazy boy, I will ask him to hold the asana for 3 breaths. Are you getting my point? So these 5 fellows who are more flexible, who are more advanced, I will make the asana more advanced for them by holding the asana for longer duration, for 10 breaths. The 2 boys who are fatty, they are not able to hold it for 10 breaths. So I will ask them to hold it for 5 breaths. But I will ask them to do it twice. So 5 breaths, release the asana, 5 breaths. So this fellow is doing non-stop 10 breaths. These 2 fellows are doing the asana, same asana, 2 times for 5 breaths and 5 breaths. The third fellow who is very lazy, I will ask him to do 3 times. 3 breaths.
Sir, question. So how when a class is studying, maybe this the dancer pose is in the middle of the classes. So we just know, oh, these 2 guys can't do the dancer pose. So how can we count maybe count 10 breath? How can we count, or just stop and tell the 2 guys to do this?
These 5 fellows are very expert. So you will ask one of the fellow to give the countings for these 5 fellows. Okay. Now, yes. Okay. Now for example, T is more comfortable with dancer, but Yap is not comfortable with dancer, and Easter is not comfortable with dancer. But T is comfortable, so T will give the counting 10 breath. Yap is not comfortable with dancer, so I will be with Yap. No matter, I'll be keeping my on the T as well. I will notice what T is also doing. Whether T is doing punctually or she's doing some cheating. So my eyes are also there on the T as well. But I'm instructing Yap because T is comfortable in dancer's pose. I have a confidence that T can perform. So I will not give more attention to T, but I will change my attention to Yap because Yap needs an attention at that point. But my eyes are there on the T. Are you getting my point?
So it's okay. Yeah. Yes, it's okay to let the student count.
Yes,
when during the
yes.
class.
So you have to understand the confidence with you and your student. I have a confidence that T can perform 108. So I will encourage her confidence by giving less attention. That doesn't mean I will not give. I will give a zero attention. I will keep my attention segregated. So 10% I will give attention to T, 25% to Yap, 25% to other students. So I have to divide my attention in the entire class. That doesn't mean T is my favorite student. I'll be always with my T.
Understand.
Yes. So there should be no what do I say, partiality with the student. Okay, and that partiality should not be on one favor, like favoring a student. Oh, T is very good student. T is very advanced student. So I'll focus only on T. So that is favorism. So that should not happen in both the parties. Like in some scenarios, what T will feel, why the hell Conti is always favoring me? So T might feel uncomfortable with the every time why Conti is always supporting me. So she should not feel uncomfortable. Yes. So
Yes.
the point is monitor yoga level and requirement and design the class individual needs. Okay, now please, next point, promote safety through proper equipment and accurate demonstration. Promote safety. Okay, take care that there are no sharp material when you go for upside down. Day before yesterday we were doing the headstand and I was giving instructions. See that there are no sharp materials, sharp edges or any sharp furniture close to you. So promote safety through proper instructions and equipment. Accurate demonstration. So you have to give accurate demonstration. Like I was giving step-by-step instructions in each and every asana. So accurate demonstration. No matter your students are comfortable with that particular asana. Now I was aware that everyone know the headstand. I was aware that Yap knows the headstand. I was aware that T knows to a headstand, how to do Easter. Easter also knows how to do the headstand. But I wanted to give an accurate demonstration. So accurate demonstration is step-by-step demonstration. So go to the seated position, grab the tripod, grab the triangle, put your crown, raise your knee, walk forward, and then feel your core muscles, engage your tailbone, and then lift. So accurate demonstration is very important. Yes. Next point. All these 10 points are clear, whatever we have discussed as of now. Yes. Next is perform and demonstrate all yoga exercises to participants and ensure compliance of safety and health standard. Discuss the benefits of every asana during the yoga practice. Yes. Compliance of safety. Again, the safety is the same point. We have to understand the level of asana, and accordingly the safety precautions should be given from time to time. Discuss the benefits of asana during the practice. Yes. Now, before giving the benefits, we will also inform about the contraindication. So the very first point is contraindication. Inform the contraindication of that particular asana. So for an example, if I'm giving you a chair pose, I'm supposed to inform about the knee injury. If someone is having a knee injury or someone is having any ankle injury, so we have to inform about the injuries first, and if we have to cross check that, for example, I don't know, one of my student is on the moon day and I don't know that she's on the moon day, and if I give inversion, then that is a contraindicatory. So before starting the class, how are you doing today? How are you today? How was your day today? So that is the why I am asking every day. Okay, so that I will come to know. Then one of your student may respond, no master, today I am going on my moon day. So from moon day we will understand as, yes, I am not supposed to give inversions today. So that is why we ask about the physical injury, physical health on day-to-day regular basis. So we never know, being a teacher, we never know, one of your student might be on the moon day. So every day you can check with the physical health. Next point, evaluate exercises performed by participants and recommend correction whenever required. So this one is the observation. You observe your students' level of practice, and you may, if some corrections are required, you have to recommend the corrections when and where required. Prepare and promote schedule for group sessions and assist participants to attend group classes. Prepare and promote schedule for group sessions. So now the group sessions, as I said earlier, 10 students are there. Some are flexible, some are not flexible. Accordingly, you have to design the class and assist the participants. Analyze each, design safe and comprehensive yoga programs for various participants from diverse group. This is what I discussed. 5 students are good, 2 students are lazy, 2 students are fat. So accordingly, you have to design the safe and comprehensive yoga program for various participants from diverse group. Analyze each participant's requirement and develop exercises to suit individual. So day by day practice, you will come to know how good is that particular student. If you know that particular student is good in particular asanas, enhance him to practice that more, and accordingly you will develop the exercise to suit the individual. Inform participants in various forms of yoga and its effect on body and mind. Various forms of yoga which we were practicing: hatha yoga, vinyasa yoga, dynamic vinyasa, ashtanga, aerial, yin, depends upon. So you have to inform about various forms of yoga and their benefits and contraindication. Monitor participants' performance and recommend different forms of yoga in its if required. That is the same point. Yes. It's the same point just above. Analyze each participant requirement and develop exercise to suit everybody. That is a typing error, printing error, I guess. I should delete that point. Next point is ensure participants about confidentiality within the group. Yes, whenever you are talking about the physical injury or health, no one, you have to keep the confidentiality. You will not ask in front of everyone, oh, I am on my moon day. So this is a privacy. So we have to keep a privacy of each and every student. So keep the privacy within the group, letting them know they can talk to others outside of class about their own experience, but not about the other participants as well. Oh, she's not good. She's not good in the practice. She's bad in the practice. So this should not happen. Okay. So you hold the responsible for guiding members through invigorating and encouraging yoga practice. Yes, so we have to encourage the yoga practices within the students. Develop and maintain professional relationship with participants and ensure optimal level of customer service. Yes, do not fall in love with your students. Yes, you can adore your students, but do not fall in love with your student. So that is the point. Develop and maintain professional relationship with your participants and ensure optimal level of customer service. So do not do any favorism with one particular student. Maintain a professional relationship. Do not fall in love with your students. You can adore your student, you can help your student, you can adore your student, and you can give an optimal level of customer services. Provide students with information and resources regarding the nutrition, weight control, and lifestyle. Yes, if you are well aware of the nutrition part, then yes, you can provide the information and resources regarding the nutrition. What should we eat, what should we not eat, how you are going to control the weight and the lifestyle. Providing all embracing yet conscious exercise sessions for women during the pregnancy. Yes, this is the pregnancy yoga part, where you have to take care. If you have students who are pregnant, accordingly you have to modify the asanas, you have to modify the sun salutation if the student are pregnant. So if the student is pregnant, you will avoid all those asanas which will create a pressure on the belly. If the student is pregnant, you will avoid all those asanas which will create a pressure on the belly. Now what are those asanas which will create a pressure on the belly? All those twisted poses, all those forward bending, all those prone position where you lie down on your belly and you perform the asana. So if the student is pregnant, you will give more asanas on hip opening, hip openers, like yogic squat, happy baby pose, lizard lunge, where you will open up the pelvic more, because the baby is gonna come out of your pelvic. So your pelvic should be more flexible.
So if the student during pregnancy only can do the hip opening.
Yes, we recommend hip openers more if the student is pregnant, because the baby will come out of your pelvic. So your pelvic should be more flexible. So how you can bring your pelvic more flexible? By yogic squat, by goddess pose, by lizard lunge. Yes, happy baby. So all those hip openers asanas will help you to open up your hip line, to open up your pelvic, so that baby can come naturally without any C-section. Yes. Teach your students or assist them for massaging body parts to relieve strain, soreness during or after the yoga practice. Yes, I was not physically present over there, or else I would have given you a massage, gentle massage. So giving a gentle massage is also good to remove the soreness, to remove the stiffness, to remove the strain from the body after the practice. So the day we did the tapping, the day we did the wiping, so it's like a massage to those body parts. Yes, provide assistance to injured guests until the arrival of emergency services. So during the practice, some students may get injured. We have to provide assistance. Due to any genuine reason or sickness, if you are unable to teach the class, try to arrange for a substitute or notify the student in well advance. Yes, Samaksh was not available, so I could not arrange a substitute. But I gave a notification that student, I'm not in position to come today, so we have to inform well in advance. Ensure the area is clean, picked up and ready for the next class. Now your class is done, so you should not leave your mats, you should not leave your props where it is. So keep it on the area which is allocated for the mats. Keep all the material at the allocated area. Ensure customer satisfaction and assist in answering all the participants' query. So taking feedback from the customer, how was the class? Hope you guys are enjoying my class. I ask you every time. So ensure the satisfaction from the student. Yes. So these are very common points. You can go again all through the all points and just go again. Teaching methodology, art of teaching. Yes, give me 2 minutes. I'll come back with a rubric. Yes. The next part is art of alignment. The very next page. You can go through the points, the teacher and the guru. Who is the teacher and who is the guru? You can go through all those points which are discussed after teaching methodology. Those are very common points. Will give you the difference between a teacher and the guru. The next is art of alignments. Art of alignment. Your communication is very important when you're doing the alignment. So what would I say? There should be 99% communication and 1% of physical adjustments. So your communication should be so strong enough that you don't need to go with physical adjustments. So yoga practice is about the physical adjustments as well, but when you go more on physical, some students will feel awkward, some students will feel embarrassed. So rather than going physical, our communication should be so strong enough that there is no requirement of physical touch. The physical touch should be appropriate. It should not be on the private parts. No need to adjust the boobs, no need to adjust the bums. Okay, so when you are going physically, the very first point is seek permission before you touch. Whether it's a boy or a girl, seek permission before you touch. No need to adjust the private part. No need to adjust the private part. Yes? Now let's understand what are those 4 tools of teaching. The art of alignment. 4 tools of teaching. The 4 tools are instructions. The first one is instructions. The second one is demonstration. The third one is observation. And the fourth one is adjustment. Instruction. Instructions mean to instruct, to tell. Verbal instructions. So your verbal instructions should be very strong enough. So your communication should be strong enough. So voice, what are the verbal instructions? A voice should be very clear, heard. Adjust volume according to the venue. So you'll not be shouting, you'll not be yelling at your student. Hey T, what are you doing in front of your class? So I should not yell. So we should not yell at any particular student. in front of the class, in front of the other students. So no yelling in the class. At the same point, you should not be very soft as well. Hey T, what are you doing? Yes and no. So your voice should be audible. You should be not too soft, not too loud. You should be audible. Your sound, your voice should be audible to the last corner student as well. So if your venue, if your studio is too big, you have to adjust your volume according to the studio. So everyone should be audible. Watch your students when you are instructing. So observe your student if you are giving instructions. So when you are giving instructions, turn on your right side, turn your right leg in front of you, turn your left leg in front of you. So when you're giving right left instructions, check your students or watch, observe your students. My habit is of giving mirror image. Now it will depend from teacher to teacher. Mirroring the class, if I don't have mirror in the class. Okay, so if I have a mirror in front of me and then I am facing the mirror, but I can watch my students in the mirror if I have a mirror in this class. But if I don't have the mirror, then I have to face my students. So when I am facing my students, so I will mirror them. So I'll become the mirror. I will give instructions for the right, but I will do the left. So inhale and put your right leg out. I will give the instructions for the right leg, but I will put my left leg out. So that is mirroring the class. The reason is some students will observe you, some students will watch you, and some students will listen to you. So at the both scenario, every students will be on the right side, or else some students will go on the right and some students will go on the left. So check if you are comfortable with mirroring the class. It's well and good. If you are not comfortable, go in front of mirror and start the class. But this mirroring will come after the practice only, because when you say right but you are doing left, so this will require a practice to start with the mirroring practice. Okay, keep quiet moments, give breath cues. So do not be in a rush. Take some time, give the instructions about the breathing. Okay, so inhale, exhale. At the same point, when your students are doing, you also have to do the breathing part as well. So inhale, take a pause in between so that you can inhale as well. So inhale, exhale. So keep a quiet moment. So there is a pause in between the instruction. The point of that is keep quiet moments, give breath cues while giving breath cues. So inhale, take a pause, and then you inhale. So this is the moment what we require, the quiet moment, the blank pause is there in between the instructions. So inhale, exhale. Next point, balance use of English and Sanskrit. It depends on how much that particular group understand the Sanskrit. However, if you double it with English equivalent, this will make them retain and gradually learn their Sanskrit names. So yes, this is again a language barrier some students will face in your class. So encourage them that this is just a language. If your students are not comfortable with Sanskrit, go with Spanish or German or Malay or Vietnamese language. So be comfortable in your first language first, and then try to train them with the new language. Some students will be happy to learn the new language. Some students will be more comfortable in their own language. So understand the students' level of language and then teach the class in their own language. Explain the alignment. What is the alignment? Give both general and individual instructions, offer options and modifications. Give both general and individual instructions. Okay, so when you are giving individual instructions, also be polite when you are giving individual instructions. So you should not yell at individual during the class. Okay, but you can just give a name. Okay, okay, T, go with your right leg at angle 90. If she is not at angle 90, you can take the name of the student and you can just go with the polite instructions. So individual instructions, offer options and modification. Incorporate the benefits. Incorporate the benefits of the asana. There are 5 main alignment points to play focus on the giving verbal instructions. The instructions, the alignments which we have discussed on the very first day. Neck alignment, shoulder alignment, arm alignment, spinal alignment, waist alignment, knee alignment, ankle alignment, toe alignment. So these are the alignments, common alignments which we have discussed on the very first day. If you remember, do you remember those? Those are toe, feet, knee alignment. Knee should be micro bend. Toes, feet should be grounded. Foot lock, hand lock. Pelvic alignment. You will not twerk out. You will not twerk in. Waist neutral, pelvic neutral. Shoulders should be rolled back and down. Upper body lengthen of the spine. Neck extreme right, extreme left, extreme top, extreme down. So these are the common alignments which we have to give instructions. So those verbal instructions are the point. The second one is demonstration. The second tool of teaching is demonstration. How you're gonna demonstrate. Some students will be very lazy students. They will ask you for 4 to 5 times of demonstrations. Do not get exhausted or do not get hyper. Okay, so we have to be very polite. Even if your student asks for some more demonstration, yes, you can give demonstration 3 to 4 times. But even after 3 to 4 times, students are not comfortably understanding the asana, then you will ask him, okay student, let's go privately. So you will take the student in a private class. So that the reason is the other students should not get disturbed. The other students should not get disturbed. So you can teach him privately. Okay, I will teach you what you have not understood. I will teach you privately in the next scenario, in the next class. So that other students will not get disturbed with the same asana again and again. Okay, demonstrations can be very powerful teaching tool. First of all, ensure that you yourself are warmed up. Yes, your body is warmed up so that you will not have an injury or you will not get any cramp during the demonstration. So first of all, the first point is you are warmed up physically. Consider all angles of the class, hence your space management decisions. If you are mirroring, inform the students. So yes, understand the class, the angles of the classroom, how big is the classroom, accordingly do the mirroring. If you are doing a mirroring, inform your students, okay students, I'm mirroring the class. Use the 3 steps. Demo with simultaneous verbal instructions. Give a full demo and just verbal instructions. So bring your right leg. So I will bring the right leg in. Bring your left leg. I'll bring the left leg back. Square your hips. I will square the hips. Raise your arms. I will raise the arms. So this is what? This is a demo with simultaneous verbal instructions. So step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. So counting step 1 and doing that step 1, counting step 2, doing that step 2 is nothing but the demo with simultaneous verbal instructions. The second demonstration is full demonstration. So you will show the full demonstration. The third one is just verbal instructions. If you have remember that on the first day I asked Yap to do the demonstration of sun salutation with the instructions and step. Instruction, step, instruction, step. Then in second attempt I asked Yap to give only verbal instructions, not with the demonstration. So these are this point which we have done. You remember when we were doing sun salutation, I asked you to do the sun salutation demonstration first, and in second attempt I asked you to do only verbal instructions. Yes? Do you remember that? Yes.
Yes.
Do not do over demonstration. Over demonstrations means same to same demonstrations again and again. So if the student is naughty, he will ask you to do the over demonstration. So avoid the over demonstration, because when you are on a teacher's side, you have to speak, you have to demonstrate. So double energy is required. So we have to conserve our energy. We have to conserve our stamina as well. If the pose is complex, break it down into step. So if the poses are complex, like for example 12 asanas in sun salutation, no need to show the demonstration of all those 12 asanas. You can break down that sun salutation, or you can break down that asana, any particular asana. Give the students a opportunity to practice the pose and repeat the same instructions while they are practicing. Yes, sometimes it may be more suitable to have students demonstration. Yes, so you can use assistant student. So you can use a assistant teacher. For example, if you are the main teacher, you can take one student as your assistant student. So you will give the instructions and your assistant teacher will do the demonstration. For example, if I am not comfortable with any of the asana, like a dancer's pose, I'm not in position to reach the final pose. So what I'll do is I'll take Yap as my assistant teacher, and I will give instructions to Yap, and the Yap will perform that demonstration. Okay, so I'm the main teacher, Yap is the assistant teacher now, because so it might be the reason, okay, I'm not comfortable to show the final pose of dancer's pose, okay, to raise up to split. So but I know that Yap can do the full split in the dancer's pose. So I'll take Yap as an assistant teacher and I can perform with the demonstration with the help of Yap as an assistant teacher. Okay, sometimes it may be more suitable to have a student demonstrations. Yes, so you can take a assistant teacher in the demonstration. Yes, deliberately demonstrate incorrect posture and point out the difference between healthy and unhealthy alignment. If you remember Easter, if you remember Yap, on the first day I asked you, do the asana purposely wrong. Yes, so this is the point. Deliberately demonstrate incorrect posture and point out the difference between healthy and unhealthy alignment. This is the reason I asked Yap and Easter. If you remember when we were the Parker was also there. I asked you guys to do purposely wrong when you are student. and Parker was supposed to give the correct alignment. So this is the point: deliberately demonstrate incorrect posture. Do the posture purposely wrong so that you can point out the alignment. Come in and out of pose properly and balance by doing both sides. Yes, countering the poses. Counter poses is very compulsory. Right side, whatever you do on the right side, you are supposed to do it on the left side. Show variations, modifications and adaptations. Every body is different, so there will be lot of modification required, lot of variations will pop up when you do this practice. Yes, so first point is verbal instruction, second point is demonstration. Demonstration is very important because a picture speaks 1,000 words. Yes, a picture speaks 1,000 words. So more than instructions, demonstrations will help you a lot. It will inspire your students' practice. It will allow your students to restore their energy while watching. So when you are doing demonstrations, students can recollect their energy when they can restore the energy when they are observing you. Yes. Now the third point is observation. Now you have given the instructions, you have shown the demonstration. Now the third point is observation. Observation is watch. You have to watch your students now. Look at the body and the face. Notice the breath they are using, what you see. Guide the energy, respect and observe all limitations. Walk around the class. Observe the student, focus on the belly part, abdomen. Check if they are properly inhaling and exhaling. Check if they are doing inhalation and exhalation. So when you say inhale, arms up. So see the synchronization, whether they are synchronizing their breath with the arms. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, left leg back. So see the synchronization of the breath and the asana. So you can observe with the belly movement, with the body movement. So look at the body and the face. Notice the breath. So when you walk around, students will be more serious in the practice. So teacher is watching me. That is why we have to walk around the class. So students will be more serious in your class and they will obey your class. They will follow the class. Yes. So consider the atmosphere and environmental factor. Everyone is following the class. So we have to walk around so that the environment, the atmosphere is okay with the class. The students are following the class. Last but not least, the fourth one, adjustment. Fourth point, verbal adjustment is more important. So we encourage more verbal instructions, verbal adjustment. can empower the practitioner by giving them the tool they need to develop and address the pose of their own. So verbal adjustment is more encouraged. Physical adjustment can offer the student a better feel and understand the pose. It can allow them to access deeper level of pose that they didn't know when they are ready for. It can be therefore maximize the benefits of the practice. You will always seek permission before you go for a physical adjustment. Now, how you're gonna adjust? Types of physical adjustment. Attention adjustment. How you're gonna attain? Okay, you move your square, move your hip to the square. So you'll not beat on your bum, but you will ask them to square the hips by tapping. Okay, manual adjustment. Manual adjustment is with your what do I say, lowest palm. So you will use the lowest palm as a manual adjustment. We will not use fingers, but you will use the base of your palm to do the manual adjustment. So when you are doing the downward facing dog, you can do the downward facing dog at the base of your waistline. So you will use the lowest palm. Offering your body as a prop for the student to either find their stability. So you will offer your body as well. So you will become a wall. For example, I will become a wall if student wants to do the headstand. So I will stand behind the student and I will be like a pillar. I will be pillar for a student. So according to the requirement of the asana, I will support. If the student wants to need a grip at the foot lock, I will bring the foot close to the student's feet. So it is a offering. So it will give a support. For example, this is my back leg at 45. Back leg is at 45 in the warrior. So I will this is the student feet. This is the student feet. So I'll bring my feet close to the student feet so that he can get a grip at 45. So this is the warrior 2 student feet. This is my feet. So I'll bring the feet to feet. So I will offer your body as a prop for the student to find the stability in the asana. So now when you are applying a physical adjustment, make sure your presence. Yes, so your presence is very important. Your grip, your foot lock is also important. Suppose for example, if you are supporting in any asana and you are not physically grounded, you are not physically present, you might fall on the student. So your presence, your grip should be very important as well. For example, if you are supporting shoulder stand, if you are supporting headstand, okay, so when I am supporting headstand, I am grabbing the feet of the student. So my presence should be there with the student. So whenever you are leaving, you will seek permission before you leave. Okay, student, I'm leaving your right leg. I'm leaving your right leg. So leave your right leg. Okay, student, I'm leaving your left leg. I'm leaving your left leg. Leave your left. Okay, student, now I'm moving away from you. So the presence should be there with your student. Make sure the basics of pose are understood. If not, use verbal instructions to help them set foundation. This makes the further action safe and efficient. When beginners, let them struggle a little bit. Yes. So when the students are beginners, let them struggle a little bit. Okay. So and find their own feet. If you over adjust, they might feel discouraged or embarrassed. Okay. So this is the point which we just talked half an hour back that you should not be always with one student at one point. So if I'm only supporting T, I'm supporting T every time. After of 60 minutes of class, I'm only 40 minutes of class, I'm with T only. So T will feel uncomfortable. T will feel discouraged. Why the hell Conti is always with me? So that means she might feel that Conti is always favoring me. So this should not happen. So this is the point with the beginners. Let them struggle a little bit and find their own feet. If you over adjust them, they might feel discouraged or embarrassed. So we will not embrace our student. We will not discourage, rather than we will enhance their practice. Okay, if you have any new practitioner in your class, observe their practice, their style first to get to know them. Okay, so if you have a new student in your class, you have to observe their practice and the style. Okay, some students may lie to you. Some students will lie to you as well. Oh, I have been practicing for 12 years now. I have been practicing this. I have been practicing that. Some students will lie to them and they will tell you that, oh no, I know this, I know that, I know this, I know that. I have been practicing for 10 years. But when they actually do the practice, the scenario is different. So that some students will lie to you. Oh, I know the sign salutation, I know this, I know that. Some students will lie to you. But when you, so this is the point, we have to observe the student level of practice and accordingly you will adjust them. Follow the alignment coordinates relevant of the body and you are adjusting. So understand the alignment, what you are going to align. So understand the organ and then accordingly adjust the point. Equally follow the alignment of your body too. So yes, so if you are giving a twisted alignment, so in twisted alignment there is an opposite alignment. Okay, so there is an opposite alignment. So if you are doing in a mirror image, so you have to be opposite, so the opposite pressure is applied. Okay, for example, if I am going a lot of fish, okay, so here I have to push here. So when I am adjusting, there is an opposite pressure is applied. So equally follow the alignment of your body. So when you are going in the opposite direction, you have also to move in opposite direction. So you will not move in reverse direction. So you have to flow with the student. So you have to flow with the student is the point. Equally follow the alignment of your own body as well. So when you are moving this way, if you are moving your student in this way, so you have to move according to the student. Example, the twisted poses will make you more confused. So be careful when you are doing twisted poses. Adjust properly. A student will feel any uncertainty in your body, and if you are uncomfortable, they will be too. Yes. So you have to understand your comfort zone. You have to be comfortable accordingly, or else students will also feel uncomfortable. Be firm but loving. So you have to be very firm. Do not push. The movement should come from moving your body weight towards or away from the student. Adjust on exhale as muscles naturally relax. So adjust when they are exhaling. So inhale, exhale. So you have to tell them inhale, and when your students are exhaling, then push, then apply the pressure. Okay, so adjust on exhalation as muscles naturally relax when you are exhaling. Yes. Check for feedback by noticing the breath, by asking in your knee, ankle, etc. Confirm or stabilize balance before leaving the adjustments. Yes, confirm or stabilize the balance So as I said, when you're helping for a headstand or shoulder stand, you have grabbed the leg of the student, so you will seek permission before you leave. Do not leave directly, so that they are not confirm or they are not stable in their asana. So seek permission before you leave your student from any particular asana. So confirm or stabilize balance before leaving adjustment. So do not leave student suddenly. So go step by step, one arm at a time. Okay, I'm leaving your right side. Okay, I'm leaving your left side, and slowly confirm the balance. Keep your arms warm and clean. So teacher will use a mild perfume. Teacher will shower every day so that you will smell good. Yes, so teacher should smell good. Because it's a physical practice, we will sweat a lot. So some sweat might feel bad odor. So we have to use a mild perfume in the class. So be warm and be clean with your hands. So your hands should not be dirty. Yes, you should smell good during the physical adjustment. Respect the student's decision to stop, even if you think they could take a deeper adjustment. So if your student says, no, I'm comfortable at 60°, be at 60°. Do not force them to 90°. Yes. Two topics what we have covered is teaching methodology. You will go through the teaching methodology. The second topic, 4 tools of teaching, art of alignment. You will go through these 2 points. Let's come to the next topic, ethical guidelines. To be open and honest. Yes, you have to be always open. Teacher should be always open and honest. To know myself, my limits in the knowledge and abilities. If necessary, I shall suggest alternative advice and consultancy, etc. So you have to be very honest. You have to be very open. Okay, students, my stomach is upset, so I will take a leave today. So you have to be very honest. You have to be very open with your student. Day before yesterday. Yes, to maintain cleanliness of the body and mind, including a safe, clean and non-competitive environment. This is the just point what I discussed. You have to shower yourself. You have to clean with your body and mind as well. To further enhance and refine my studies of yoga and maintain my daily asana practice. To live and act with respect of all beings, acknowledge the beauty of diversity and impartial, undiscriminating towards age, ability, race, etc. These are very common points which we follow regularly. We teach everyone. It can be everyone. It's not. We are not discriminating anyone. So to develop, maintain an ethical rapport with your students. Refrain from sexual suggestive behavior, offensive or intrusive language. So do not fall in love with your student. Yes, you can adore your student. To be mindful and aware of responsibilities and possible errors. So you have to be very aware and mindful with the responsibilities. To keep integrity and follow what I understand to hold some values, including questioning these values periodically as a reality check. To keep my authenticity. Yes. So these are the very common ethical guidelines which we are aware. So you can see yamas and niyamas. These are the points which we refer to, yamas and niyamas. So we are done with the teaching methodology, 4 tools of teaching and ethical guidelines. Yes. You will go through the teaching methodology and art of alignment. Art of teaching and art of alignment. Yes, can you see the whiteboard? Now I'll move on to Shatkarma. Shatakarma, Shatakriya. Can you see the whiteboard, Esther? I have written Shatkarma.
Sir, I can't see all of you. I only can hear the voice now.
Okay, I will
It's
share
okay,
you the
maybe later.
I will share you the print screen.
May I know the pages of this one?
Shataka, Shatakarma, Shatakriya. Let me know the page number. Check. Let me. At, can you help me with the Shatkarma and Shatkriya page number?
Oh, I found it.
Yes.
94.
Yes.
Shakarma, Shakriyas. The
Yes.
speech purification method.
Yes.
Okay. 94. Pages.
Page number. What is the page number?
Page 94. 94.
Okay. Yes, page number 94. Shatakarma, Shatakriya. Shata means 6. Shata means 6. Karma means action. Sata means 6. Karma means action. I will separate the words. Sata means 6 and Kriya means techniques. Now these Shatakarmas, Shatakriyas are not discussed in Patanjali Yoga Sutra. What does Patanjali Yoga Sutra has described is Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. So according to sage Patanjali, if you want to reach Samadhi, you have to follow the Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana. So if you are comfortable with those Yamas, Niyamas, you are comfortable with Asanas, you are comfortable with Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana and Dhyana, then only you will be able to reach the liberation. This was the classical era. In post-classical era, Swatmaram came into existence and he said, if you are not comfortable with Patanjali, walk to my path. And his path was Hatha Yoga Pratipika. In Hatha Yoga Pratipika, he is not giving any 8 limbs. He says, okay, if you are not comfortable, go with Asana, Pranayama, Dharana, Asana, Pranayama, Mudras, Bandha and Shatkriya. So in section Chapter 2, 2.23. Chapter 2 of Hatha Yoga Pratipika. I will send you the book of Hatha Yoga Pratipika. Do you have the book of Patanjali? I have sent you long back. T, you have the book?
Yes.
Yes. So today I will send you the third book, third manual, which is Hatha Yoga Pratipika. That will explain you what are those asanas, what are those mudras, what are those bandhas, what are those shatkarmas. So chapter 2, section 23 talks about shatkarma, talks about the shatkarma. And those shatkarmas are Neti, Dhauti, Nauli, Basti, Kapalbhati, and Trataka. Now here Swatmaram says Kapalbhati is a Shatakriya, Shatkarma. Whereas in Patanjali it is said it is a Pranayama. So there is a conflict. As I said, Michael Jackson and Jennifer is different. So there is a conflict in their thoughts as well. Patanjali says it is a pranayama, whereas Swatmaram says it is a cleansing technique. Now we'll understand one by one. So these are the 6 cleansing techniques. What are the benefits? It removes repressions. Suppresses of natural herbs, opens up nadi and chakras, unburden our body obstructions. And toxins. So now we'll understand who is gonna do what. So Neti. Neti will help you to cleansing of our nostril. So basically all those Shatakriya is an internal cleansing. The first one is Neti, cleansing of our nostrils. The first one is Jalaneti. Jala means water. Neti means pot. Do you know this instrument? This is the neti pot. Neti pot. Jala neti. Jala neti. Jala neti means you will use a water and a pot. Now that water is a lukewarm water. Lukewarm water. Plus a salt. Now the water you will be using in the jalaneti is not too hot, not too cold. It's a lukewarm water plus a pinch of salt. And if you taste that water, it will taste like our tears. Jalaneti. It will do the cleansing of our nostril. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna insert the pot on one nostril. The water will flow from one nostril and it will come out through the other nostril. So I will show you the demonstration. First let me go through and this practice you can do it alone, but with proper guidance, with proper instructions. So I will show you all the instructions. You can buy this neti pot online. You can get this in a medical shop as well. We call it Jala neti pot. Jala neti pot. If you want, I can show you the link on Amazon or so, or any other online portals. Jala neti pot. Okay. Can you see the whiteboard? Easter? Oops.
I think she's logging out and then logging back in.
She said she cannot log in again. Okay. I'm sorry, can I log out and log in again? Okay. Where is she now? Okay. The first one is Jalaneti. The second one is Sutraneti. Sutraneti is a threadaneti. Now there is a rubber thread. This is the rubber thread. This is the rubber thread. Now this rubber thread also, you will put it in one nostril and you will remove it through the mouth. and we call it rubber neti, sutra neti. These are the two instruments. These are the two instruments. Jalaneti, you will use the neti pot. Sutra neti, you will use the rubber pot, rubber thread. Yes. Yes, can you see? This is the sutra jala neti pot, and this is the rubber neti thread. This is the rubber thread, which is almost 2 feet long. 2 feet long. This is the sutra neti. This sutra you will insert in one nostril, right nostril, and you will remove it through the mouth. I will show you the demonstration. So you have to be very careful when you are performing these shatakriyas. So you can perform this in front of the teacher, and this shatakriya, in these two shatakriyas, you will be breathing through your mouth, not through your nose. Breathing is through the mouth.
Oh my God.
Breathing through your mouth. Breathing through the mouth. Yes. Just a moment. Why it is becoming blank? I saved it, export it. I did PNG, export. Okay. Let me take a screenshot. Yes. Next is Kapalabhati. Again the power is gone. Kapalabhati. Kapalabhati is clearing of bronchi. And your lungs. The practice is same, rigorous exhalation. The practice what we do in pranayama, it is the same Kapalabhati, clearing of your bronchi. Now why this is in second stage? Jalaneti, after Jalaneti you are supposed to do the Kapalabhati, because the water, whichever water is there during the you practice the Jalaneti, some water will be there in your nostril, so you have to remove that water rigorously. So after Jalaneti, the counter asana, the counterpart is Kapalabhati, clearing of your bronchi and your lungs. The third one is Trataka. Trataka. Study of gazing an object. So we have to keep one object in front of us. It can be a burning candle, and we have to gaze that candle until and unless we drop the tears. Trataka. Next is Dhauti. Vamana Dhauti. Vamana Dhauti is nothing but the vomiting. Can you see it? Can you see the whiteboard? Okay, I'm sending you the picture. Esther, I will send you the pictures. Dhauti. Dhauti means to clean. Now Dhauti is cleaning of your stomach. Cleansing of your stomach. Vomiting. We call it Vaman Dhauti. Now we will use the same water, lukewarm water, a pinch of salt. Okay. Now what is happening in Vaman Dhauti? You have to sit in a half Hanuman pose. This is also a Hanuman pose. So this is also a Hanuman pose. Okay. So there is a pressure on the belly with the one leg. Okay. So you will drink 7 to 8 glass of lukewarm water, the one which we created. The lukewarm, this not too hot, not too cold water, the lukewarm water with a pinch of salt. You have to drink as many as you can until and unless you feel vomiting. So when you feel that now, yes, the water is over, now the stomach is full, now the water will come out. Now you have to do the yogic squat. and with the middle two fingers, the middle finger and the ring finger, you will tinkle the glottis at the base of your tongue, and the water will start falling down and you will vomit it out. That is the process. You will clean your esophagus, cleansing of your esophagus. Your food tract. So Vaman Dhauti will help to remove the undigested food. It will help you to remove undigested food, unfermented food, fermented food. Next is Vastra Dhauti. Vastra Dhauti is almost 7 meters white cloth. Can you see this white cloth? This is the cloth. This is the cloth. This is 7 meters cloth, and this is the stance. Can you see this stance? Now this white cloth is again dipped into the lukewarm water, which is salted water, the one which we created for the Jalaneti. That is dipped into the water, and now we have to swallow that cloth step by step, one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. Swallow, 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 swallow. That is 7 meters long. That cloth will go inside your small intestine, large intestine, and whatever undigested food, fermented food will come out. Now the first end you will swallow, swallow, swallow. As soon as the second end will come, you will start removing it slowly. So this white cloth will turn yellow, it may turn black, it may turn grayish. So whatever undigested food, then the food pipe will become clean. Yes. So this will become yes. So we have to swallow that cloth, 7 meter cloth, and you have to bring them back. So all the esophagus tract, the food tract, the dirt will get attached to the cloth, and then you can throw that cloth away. So that is Vastra Dhauti. That is Vastra Dhauti. Vastra Dhauti. So only one precaution, the second end should not go into your belly. Yes, so you have to avoid the second end. As soon as the second end comes, you will start removing the cloth again. So this is dhauti, Vaman dhauti. First one is vomiting, second one is vastra dhauti. The third one is agnisar. Agnisar is flapping your belly, flapping. It will give a massage to our internal organs. So flapping. Next one is Shankha Prakshalana. Shankha Prakshalana is again used for cleaning our intestine. Shankha Prakshalana, again you will using that same lukewarm water with the salt. Now there are 6 asanas, twisted asanas. Asanas, those are included, those are related to your belly. So you will be using those asanas where you incorporate your belly. So twisting are the poses, lying on the belly are the poses where you create a pressure on your belly. In short, I would like to say you create a pressure on your belly. So what you are doing in Shankha Prakshalana is you drink 6 glass, you perform 6 asanas, 3 set, 10 rounds. Again you drink water. Again you perform those 6 asanas, 3 round, 10 counts, 3 set. Again you perform the asana, you drink the water 6 glass. Again you perform 6 asanas. So drinking water, doing asana, drinking water, doing asana, drinking water, doing asana, and this you will continue almost 4 to 5 times until and unless you will feel pooping. Until and unless you feel pooping, and you will be pooping for entire day. Yes, you will be pooping for entire day. So you have to schedule a day in such a way that you are on a week off, then you can do the Shankha Prakshalana. So pooping entire day means you are cleansing your belly, so cleansing your intestine. So that poop which will come out will be very blackish. Undigested food, fermented food, entire belly will be released, entire cleansing will be done with your Shankha Prakshalana. So you will feel very weak on that particular day because you are pooping and you are cleansing your intestine. So mild food is recommended. No chicken, no mutton, no heavy food, no pizza, no burger if you have done Shankha Prakshalana. So very light meal, for example rice or a dal khichdi, lentil rice is recommended before and after Shankha Prakshalana. The 5th kriya is nauli. Nauli is churning of your abdomen. Churning, rotating of your abdomen clockwise, anti-clockwise. And basti. Last one is basti. Cleansing of colon. Cleansing of your anus, I will say. So this is the instrument will go into your anus. So here an assistant doctor is required, or assistant if you go to a massage, or if you go for an Ayurvedic treatment, and if you ask to do the basti on you, they will insert the rubber tube into your anus and they will put the oil from the other end. That oil will clean your colon. Let me check if I can show you. Yes, you can do it in the river also. And here, see, the doctor will put the oil into your anus. See the rubber tube. Can you see this image? See here. See here. So this is an Ayurvedic treatment where doctor will insert a tube, oil within your anus, and the impurities from your anus will go away. Yes. So these are very advanced practice. These are very advanced practice where you need an assistant to perform this. So this will go into your anus, and from the other end you can put the oil, and the oil will clean your colon. After the large intestine you have a colon. So these are the 6 points. I will send you the picture.
So these 6 points must empty stomach, right?
Yes, everything should be done empty stomach. No heavy food, no heavy meal. All the dhautis should be done with empty stomach. And when you are on vacation, only that time. Because in Shankar Prakshalana you will be pooping entire day. Agnisar, empty stomach. Vaman dhauti, empty stomach. Vastra dhauti, empty stomach. Churning meal, empty stomach. Yes, all the 6 kriyas should be done empty stomach. The Trataka, we will do the Trataka in next week we will gaze a candle. So everyone have the candle at their home. Monday we will do the Trataka. Okay, so Trataka we will be gazing the candle light until and unless we drop the tears. So we will be gazing the candle, we will be focusing at the point without any blinking. Until and unless the tears come. Okay, once the tear comes, we will close the eyes and will focus the same beam at the third eye. So you will feel that beam is there on the third eye. Then we will go for second round. Again we will open up our eyes without blinking. We will focus the tear, flame. Without blinking the eyes, we will gaze the flame. Then the second round, the tears will pop up, come down. So that tears are cleansing your eyes. So they are cleansing your eyeballs. So this is Trataka. Now I will show you the Jalaneti, cleansing of the nostril. Okay, so give me two minutes, I'll bring the water. Okay, this is the lukewarm water I have arranged. Okay, it is not too hot, it's not too cold. Can you hear me? Yes. Now this is the salt. I will add just a pinch of salt.
Yes.
It is 2 liters water, more than 2 liters. So I'll use little salt. I'll stir the salt. Yes, now I'll use the bucket or a bowl. The water should taste like like a tear. Yes. Now what I'll do is I'll fill the water. Okay, now I have filled the neti pot. This is neti pot. Now the angle is 45 degree. Now you stand in a 45 degree. So you are standing in a 45 degree. Now you have to be very synchronized when you're tilting your neck. So I'll show you the front view. I'll keep the nostril in the opening of the neti pot in the right nostril, and the water will come from the left nostril. So here the one instruction is you have to breathe through your mouth. Can you see the flow? Now I'll do it on the left side. Now if there is excess water in my nose, I have to do the Kapalbhati. Or I can do the other Kapalbhati as well. Got it? So you can use the entire pot. I have used the half pot on the right, half pot on the left. You can use the entire pot. This was Jalaneti. I was breathing through my mouth, and the synchronization. So the synchronization was raising up your elbow and your neck is going synchronized. And the time will come, the water will flow from the other nostril. Did you saw the synchronization and the flow of the water? I was very slow, I was very polite. So I was not rushing. I was going very slow. So what was happening? The salt was clearing all the dirt. So we have a hair in our nose. So those hairs are our filter points. Those hairs will avoid the dust. Yes, the dust particles, those remain in our nose. So I clean those dust particles. And what I notice, both the nose are working properly. Because the water was flowing properly. The water was flowing properly. Yes, so this was a Jalaneti. Now what I'll do is, this is one part of cleansing your nostril. Now the other part is, I have to clean my nasal tract as well. So what I'll do is, I'll insert the thread. I will insert it through the right nostril and I will remove it through the mouth. Okay, so it will take time to feel the track. So I have to move right, left, up, down so that I can get the opening of my nasal tract and my mouth. Okay, so again I will go very slow, step by step, and I will insert the rubber tube in my nostril and I'll try to open it in my mouth. Okay, so again here I can sit straight, or I can sit in a yogic squat or in any meditative pose. Again the breathing is through the mouth. Did you saw it? The same thing you have to do with the left nostril as well. With the first two fingers you have to pull it out. So almost you have so much of big tract in your neck, in your nasal tract. So my pipe went up to this inside, and then I can pull it out, and then you have to do the zigzag. So this practice is recommended in front of the teacher. Yes, so this is Sutra Neti. Yes. Trataka we will do on Monday. Basti, I cannot do Basti because I need an assistant, and it is a private practice. So whenever you go for a massage or for Ayurvedic treatment, you can check or you can watch a video on YouTube about Basti. Next is Shankha Prakshalana. There are, if you want, we can do Shankha Prakshalana if you want. There are 6 asanas. Again, lukewarm water. We have to drink 6 to 7 glass and we perform 6 asanas. Again, we drink 6 glass of water. Again, we perform asana. So if you want, we can do this Shankha Prakshalana on Sunday if you want. Vamana Dhauti is drinking the same water 6 times and you vomit it out. You want me to do that? Vamana Dhauti. So we just simply drink this water. Again, this lukewarm water, I have to be in a Hanumana pose. I have to sit in a Hanumana pose such a way that I create a pressure on my belly and I drink this water. I drink it very fast. I have to drink very fast. You will drink almost 6 to 7 glass and you will feel like vomiting. And then you have to vomit it out. Again angle 90 and you will tinkle. So you vomit it out, and you will see the water. It is a black. The cup, the tea which I drank in the morning. So everything is there in the 2 minutes. Yes. So what we have done is Trataka. Trataka will do it on Monday. We will bring the candle and we'll gaze. Neti. Sutra Neti is rubber, inserting a rubber in the nostril, one nostril, and removing it out to the mouth. Sutra Neti. Jala Neti is putting a jal in one nostril and removing it through the other nostril. Jala Neti, Jala. Sutra, Sutra, Sutra. The next one is Shankha Prakshalana. 6 asanas are there. You drink 6 glass of water and you perform 6 asanas. Again you drink 6 glass, again you perform asana. So you will do this for 4 to 5 rounds and then you will start pooping all the day. Shankha Prakshalana. So if you want, we can do this Shankha Prakshalana on Sunday. Next is Vamana Dhauti, vomiting out. Again, you drink the water, so you clean your belly, you clean your food tract, esophagus, and all your intestine and small intestine, large intestine. Vastra Dhauti is you swallow the vastra, the 7-meter white vastra, you swallow. Agnisar is flapping your belly in and out. So I'll show you the Agnisar now. So Agnisar is flapping your belly in and out. So you flap your belly in and out, in, out. So you flap your belly in and out. Agnisar Dhauti is flapping your belly in and out. So when you flap, you give a massage to internal organs. So fire is created. So that fire will help you to digest the undigested food. Nauli. Nauli is again churning of your belly. So you churn your belly right to left and left to right. So again, with the help of your knee, you support your knee and you roll your belly right to left and left to right. So Nauli, this is again an advanced practice. Even I'm not comfortable after a long day. So we do not do every day Nauli. So it takes a lot of efforts to swing the belly. Okay. Next is Basti, cleansing of your colon. So there are 6 kriyas, 6 karmas, what we do. So what we have understood today is art of teaching, art of adjustment alignment, and Shatakriyas. Please go through all those topics. Chapter number 23, Shatakarma, chapter number 26 and 27. 23, 26 and 27. Yes. We'll stop for the day. Sit straight, back straight. One Om, 3 Shanti mantras. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Shanti, Shanti.
I would recommend you to take the neti pot, this one, the neti pot. You can do this practice, but only see that you are breathing through your mouth, not through your nose. If you breathe through your nose, the water will go into your nasal tract, so you will cough. So see that you are breathing through your mouth only. And the synchronization of the neck bending and raising the elbow. Yes, you can get it on Amazon, or if you want me to send the link, you just wherever you are shopping online, just type Jalaneti pot. Jalaneti, Jalaneti pot. Hardly you will get for $1 or $2. $1 or $2. And it should be available in your city as well. You can order online or you can go to any medical shop. You will get this Jalaneti pot to clean your nostril. There's one more instrument to clean your eyes as well. So this is an eye cleansing pot. Eye cleansing pot. The same water you will take here and you will keep it on your eye. And you will blink your eye. So when you blink your eye, the salty water will clean your eyeball. So all the dust, all the dust, all the dust present in your eye will clean your eyeballs. So this is eye pot, eye cleansing pot. So you fill it with the water and you keep it on your eye and you blink your eye in that pot. So when you blink, the water flows everywhere in the eye and the dust present in your eyeball will come into the pot. Yes, see you tomorrow and we'll try to finish the Hatha class tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.